Hey guys, we hope you're all well and welcome back to a coffee and a chat. Today we are talking about binge eating and we're going to be discussing some of the symptoms that you will feel mentally and physically. Now, this will help you be able to diagnose yourselves and come to your own conclusions whether you think that this is something you could be experiencing. So, Abby, you haven't binged for how long now?
Since March. So how long's that?
Around 8 months, is that?
Yeah, quite a long time.
Around 8 months, which is absolutely awesome. But we do want to just recap and reflect on how you used to feel mentally and physically. So if we start off, how did you feel after a binge? And we know for yourself it was at the weekend. So if you binge on a Saturday, Sunday, all day, on a Sunday evening, physically, how would you be feeling?
So how I would feel like after I've binged, like when I physically can't eat anymore, like I just felt so like full, like so full up, like I generally felt like I was gonna explode. Like I couldn't move a lot of the time because I was so full up, and like I don't know, like really bad stomach, like it was
like cramps.
And it was swollen. Like when I used to lay in bed and I could just feel it, I could feel the food like all in my stomach. Really bloated, like uncomfortable, like, and I would just lay there
With like clothes fit?
I just
like
I
jeans.
couldn't wear. There's no way I'd put jeans on if I was binging. No way. Like I'd have to wear something baggy. We could mentally have to wear something baggy as well. There's no way I'd be putting jeans on. So I'd feel that would just literally make me.
How would your digestive system feel?
I just would feel so. I would feel so sick, like, and it was just like I just felt it in my stomach. All that food that I consumed, it was just so inflamed and sore and like rock solid. It was literally like a big pouch. I felt like a kangaroo. You know, like with a big patch of food. That's how I felt.
So that would be after the weekend of binging. And then how would you feel mentally like a Sunday evening?
Like I can't. It's like the most horrible thing to explain. Like you just feel so disgusting, and it makes me feel sad because I just hated how I looked. I'd look in the mirror and literally say the most cruelest, horrible things to myself, and it's just so horrible. Like you just look at yourself and think, I want to chop this up. I don't want this. It's really, really horrible. Like you generally hate the way you look. Like it's like your worst enemy is what you're looking at in the mirror. It's how it feels. It's horrible. It really is. Like it brings back the emotions to how I used to feel. It's not just like I don't like how I look today. It's deeper. Like than that.
Actually hate yourself.
Like literally, like the one thing that I wanted to love was myself, and I just couldn't because of I was binging, and it's just crazy.
It's like self-sabotaging, isn't it?
It really is, yeah. And it wasn't even just the bloating, it was the puffiness that I got as well that
That would be like
really
on a Monday.
affected me.
Yeah. So would you say like from then Monday to the weekend you'd experience physically like the puffiness?
Yeah, so I would puff out so bad on my face. I didn't realise it until I look at the pictures from before. Like if I look at my pictures from like the beginning of the year, I think, Jesus, on my face it was so puffy, and my arms as well, like they would swell up, my ankles would swell up, my whole
Like
body
water
just felt like a
retention.
balloon. Like I looked like a balloon. Like that's what I look like, constantly like.
And that would be like Monday to Friday, and then
Monday to Thursday, I'd say. Oh, it's weird because obviously I do Instagram. Always would try to take pictures on a Thursday because that's when I felt best. Like best as in like I still didn't like how I looked, and then it got to
the bloat would kind of be
it would just
by
be
then.
sort of there, but then I'd do it all over again on Saturday, and it was do you know what I mean? So
yeah. So then, how would you feel? Would you like change what clothes you'd wear on a Monday?
Yeah.
Rather than what you'd wear on a
100%.
Thursday.
I'd always wear black on Mondays, like a black gym wear. I wouldn't take any pictures. I didn't want to be seen on Mondays. I used to have such a big fear if someone like would see me that my biggest fear was like people see, because it's crazy how Instagram is, because you can hide so much like from angles and stuff like that, and I know like it's good, like I still post good angles and stuff like that. Everyone knows their angles, but you don't know how much someone can change the way they look in just one pose on one picture. on Instagram, because I would take about 100 pictures at this point and hate them all, but pick one of them, and you just don't realise, or I'd have a fear of someone seeing me in the gym and think, gosh, she looks nothing like her Instagram pictures or something like that. I'd have a fear of that. So I'd always hide myself. I would never ever wear sports bra, just a sports bra in the gym. I always have to cover my arms up. I always used to wear my hair down in the gym, sweating like crazy because I was over exercising. There's no way I'd put my hair up because I hated my arms because I thought they were like massive. So I'd always have to have my hair to cover my face and my arms. So yeah, it's...
So on a Monday and Thursday, you would over-exercise, under-eat massively. We've spoken about how you've then felt physically. How would you feel mentally on them days?
Mentally, I just...
Fatigued?
Fatigued, exhausted. Like, obviously, like, my over-exercising mainly was on a Monday. Like, Monday was when I used to really go overboard because it was the weekend. It was like the next day after. I would like literally not eat anything and be on a really early shift at work, and then choose to go to the gym on my lunch break and not eat anything still after being up from 4:30, and literally do like my whole lunch break of cardio, HIIT cardio as well, not just like walking, like HIIT cardio with no food in my body. And then I generally, when I come off the treadmill, I couldn't walk off of it. It was like I could faint or I went funny up. You know, when you're not with it. I just couldn't.
So dizzy.
Yeah.
So mentally you'd be losing energy, fatigued.
Yeah.
How would you feel about yourself on them days?
Absolutely horrendous. Like literally, like words can't describe. Like I used to like ring my mum a lot and say like, I just hate how I look, and because I never told my mum because I used to keep it to myself, she always used to think like, what is wrong? Because the thing is, no one else can see it. Like everyone else thinks you look fine, and everyone else will say to you, but you look fine. Like you've got nothing to look like. You don't look bad. But it's honestly like no matter how anyone else sees how you look, it's how you generally feel in yourself. Like someone else, you could think, oh my god, she looks amazing. But if they don't feel it themselves, it's a completely different story.
Yeah. So in contrast, we're 8 months binge free. How do you wake up now on a Monday, and how do you feel
I just
physically?
feel unreal. Like the thing is, the more and more you don't binge, the more you wake up and you just think, oh, I feel amazing, and that's what kept me going each and every time.
Yeah, that's the motivation.
Like, that is what kept me going.
It's
like,
difficult to get started, but then as soon as you start feeling the positive
like, you know,
effects,
that I used to wake up and think, I didn't binge yesterday, and I felt amazing. And every week, even if I got the urge to binge, which wasn't very often because I was doing the right things in the week, but if I got an urge, I always used to think like, I feel so good the next day when I don't, and I know how bad I feel when I do, so I just ride through it. And because I wake up, every time you wake up, you just feel so fresh. Like when you wake up when you're binging, you feel dirty. That's all I can say. Like you actually feel filthy. Like you know, like the grease. Like you just feel, like you just feel greasy. You feel
the carbs dehydrate you, so you
dirty,
feel
dry. You just feel like absolute crap. But when you wake up and you haven't binged, and you're hydrated, you've had your water, you literally glow. Like it's insane. Like, and
how do you feel about yourself now mentally?
I feel so much better. Like the thing is, like obviously everyone still has days where they don't feel like they look as good, but I don't draw my attention to how I look as much anymore. It's more just getting the things done that make me feel good. So like drinking my water, doing my walk, and just mentally doing things that make me feel good inside. And then outside, it just makes me look better without knowing.
Whereas now that's not your main focus.
And I don't look in the mirror like I did anymore. Like literally every morning, I wake up, straight away go to the mirror and look at my stomach and arm. It was my stomach and arms that were my biggest insecurity. And I would wake up every single morning. That was the first thing that used to go through my mind. Look at my stomach and arms. And then that would be on my brain all day.
Yeah, what about food now? Do you still have the obsessive thoughts?
No, I don't anymore. Like, not like I used to be so like food focused. I was obsessed with it coming to the weekend and wanting to have all this binge food. But I don't even think about it now. I have my weekly pizza, but it's not like, oh my god, like I need it and I need all this sides and I need all the ice cream, and I'm not bothered by food anymore. That's, I think, what's made the biggest difference, is just enjoying what I'm eating every single day and eating enough and feeling fueled. and I feel like having a structure and a routine and something to like go by, like ticking my daily boxes, that's honestly what's changed so much.
Yeah, massively. Well, thank you so much for sharing that with us. Guys, if you can relate, then just know that you can also get into a daily routine and a structure that's realistic for you, is enjoyable and is long lasting, and that is what's going to get you long lasting results and running on a different pattern that's going to have a more positive outcome and a positive impact on your life. So please reach out if we can help you in any way.
You're not alone either.
Definitely not alone. These things, we all keep it to ourselves and we think that no one else can understand, but so many people are experiencing the same situation, symptoms. So we're sending you all love. We hope everyone is okay during this time, and please reach out if we can help you.